Hello people, today I have with us the RGM89J Jegan normal type. This is the F91 version. These are the premium Bandai versions of the standard Jegan kits. They have a couple of upgrades and nuances that are slightly different than the default Jegan, which I will show you as we go along. So this one is the normal type, as mentioned. There aren't any write-ups on this one because it's a Bandai exclusive. It doesn't have anything like that on the paperwork. But it is the F91 version, so it's one of the more recent versions, or the newest versions of the Jegan. Being normal, it has not as many thrusters as the Type A, which was the high mobility. This one is just the default. And as such, it retains those crackers just like the original. The 2 thrusters on the shoulders, no thrusters on the side of the leg, 1 thruster on the foot, 3 on the backpack, and just the 1 on the top of the AMBAC little guy up there. The shield is different than the default, which again I will show you in a bit, and the weapon is more modernized. I don't know if that's a better thing or not. The old one does look rather nice, but that's the one they chose to go with, so that's the one I'm using. This one is a very nice looking unit in my opinion, very smooth in appearance. With the stickers, it does look pretty nice. They have the eye stickers on the camera sticker, the crotch here. The shield, if you put it on perfectly, it looks a lot better than the crooked that I did, but it is what it is. And here to show you some of the differences between the original and this one, here's the original. So you can see here, I actually kind of like these ones better because it has those cables that go into there, but an exposed cable isn't exactly a good thing. So this one doesn't have that on it, so there is a difference there. The head is slightly different. The antenna is a slightly different one on the newer version here. The AMBAC guys are very similar in the back side, but like I said, with that cable exposed, that is it's a different look from the front. We still have the thruster here, and we have similar thrusters on the shoulders. The chest is the same, even though we're using a different chest than the default. The neck is the same. The backpack, I think it's the same, if I recall correctly. No, it isn't. This one's a sleeker version. Then this one has that big bulge on it, but they still do have the same 3 thrusters. Waist is the same, legs are the same, and actually look at this. The original has a thruster here where the newer one doesn't, and we still have the thruster belt inside there, and the feet are the same. If you look at the shield, this one has external rocket launchers. This one has, I think those are rocket launchers, but they are internalized. It's a more solid piece rather than the colored up version that you get on this one. I do have 2 of those, by the way. They're just chilling out over there. And to throw in the A type in the mix, again, that one does have more thrusters on the AMBAC. It has a bigger antenna on there, more thrusters on the shoulders. On the back, you get 2 more thruster bells. On the sides, you get a very beefy looking thruster, and on the back of the leg, you get 2 on each leg, as well as a very large rifle. So different looks for each of these these 3 units. Now I've already done the articulation on this guy on the previous videos, but I can go ahead and do that right now, just so I can show you guys what that looks like on this one in particular. All right, for articulation, our head and neck are on that double ball joint system that we normally see. Actually, it's not a double ball joint on this one. There's a hinge on the bottom and a ball joint on the top. So you can get a rotation and you get a movement forward and back on that rotation. The AMBAC system here, you can move that backward and forward just like you could before. Rotation at the shoulder, and the shoulder armor does move slightly separately than the arm does as well. So you can get quite a lot out of that to raise it and put it down. Quite a bit out of that. And then a rotation in full 360. 1 point of articulation at the elbow, slightly beyond 90 degrees. Ball joint at the wrist. Waist is very simple, just a rotation on a ball joint, just like so. Polycap in here, ball on the bottom. Lift these ones up and down and rotate them on a 3mm peg. Ball joint inside the polycap on this one allows you to rotate that in many different directions. Very solid articulation on that one. Too bad you can't do the splits on this one. There is no drop down, but you do get a very unique twist mechanism. So you can lean one leg forward, one leg back, whichever side you want to do that one on. Knee is 2 points of articulation, one at the top that allows you quite a bit, and one at the bottom which allows you just a bit more. The top one is the one doing most of the heavy lifting. On the bottom here you have a rocking mechanism up here, so you can move that up and down. That's just a simple hinge. And then a ball joint in the foot allows you to articulate that as much as you need it to get some cool dynamic posing out of that really nice foot. You also get a point of articulation at the shield. Plugs into a 3mm port here or on the back, and you can move that however you'd like. That one can also move around on the arm, so it is up to you how you mount that guy. Very nice looking shield though, and I really like it. So in terms of what I like about this one, the color is nice and cool. It is a nice look for a gym style vehicle, mobile suit. I like that it comes with stickers. It also comes with marking stickers if you want to differentiate it between other ones in the line. The normal one does not come with that one. It does have the two beam sabers. You have a longer one and a shorter one, which is in a unique set that this one comes with. I haven't seen it in any others. Not that there aren't ones that do have a longer and shorter one, but in these particular styles I haven't seen it. And you do have weapons, the original weapon, as well as the legs for the original and the AMBAC system for the original. You can also make the default shield on this one if you wanted to go back to the OG. That all comes in a kit that's only $5 more than the original's price. So it's not terrible in terms of pricing, and I really do appreciate that. And I think that was a $20 box on P Bandai. So I bought 2 of these and 1 of the Type A's. I also have 2 of the regular Jegan types. So that's something I really like, the Jegans. In case you can't tell, I really feel like I needed to collect them. I'm not as in love with them as I used to be, but I do still really enjoy building them and seeing them on my shelves. They do look like they need a little bit of work in terms of paint. That is something that I can complain about on these ones. They're very flat color. Just 3 colors in the sprues. Well, 4 if you count the red there. I forgot about that. And the clear, so that's 5. Everything else is stickers. But really, there's no detail coloration on these guys at all. Parts color separation is just very hard. You know, it's just boom. No inserted colors, nothing like that on that one. So it's a very basic looking kit, which basically demands that you paint it. And I don't mind that one. That's something that down the line I'm going to paint all of the ones that I own. There's quite a few of them, so I will be doing that someday in the future. Maybe I'll do an assembly line video of me doing, you know, each of the parts. But until that point, I think that's going to be it for my review. There isn't a lot to this one that isn't in the other reviews that I've done for these Jegans, so I'm not going to dwell on them too much. This one's going to go in the pile with my other Jegans, and I'm going to assemble them on the display case that I have inside my house Eventually, that was really loud, I'm going to put them all together on a display case eventually inside the house once all of my Jegan collection is complete. But until then, I think I will thank you guys very much for watching my video. I hope you learned a little bit about the differences between the normal type and the A type, as well as the default type, which is the original Jegan from the Char's counterattack. This one is slightly different than that one and slightly different than the Type A. So they're always going to give you more variations if they can, because they can sell you another kit. That is going to be it though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time, or you will see me, but more than likely you'll see my stuff. Bye-bye.